He got hit with an elbow by Charles that
He
was
ate it.
flush. He ate that on the ground. He looked very comfortable. He didn't look. I mean, at a certain point, it was like, okay, let's get up. But he didn't look like he was like. I watched a fight last night. Who was it? It was what of that creep Ryan Hall, and he fought Ilia.
Oh, when he was just sliding around and Ilia just went and punched him in the face.
But you could tell Ilia was like, okay, I don't want to be on the ground. Like with Charles, it was like, I don't give a fuck if we're down here. Like I'm not.
It depends on how you go to the ground. Like Ilia's not going to go directly into Ryan Hall or Charles Oliveira's guard.
No, of course
because that's
not.
where they're better than him at that. On the ground in your guard. If it's a jiu-jitsu match, Ryan Hall's going to beat Ilia Topuria, and so is Charles Oliveira. If he's taking him down, he's getting good position. He got to Charles, side control. He got past his guard. He's doing all these things. Ilia's comfortable, especially if he gets him to the ground by knocking him down there. But like Islam, like he said with Arman, he's like, that guy's the easiest one to beat out of the Paddy, Justin, Arman. In his opinion, maybe he's just talking shit, but I truly don't think he talks shit. I truly believe he believes all this. And he was like, what's he going to do? Just spam takedowns? It's not going to work against me.
Right. That's where I think that he would be in trouble, too. I just think Ilia's on a run. Oh, that's what I wanted to get into. Did you see what Max said about his run? Max was like, he beat 3 big names, but like, it's kind of overrated. And I was like, oh, I didn't think you were kind of like a little bit of a hater, but I guess like that's kind of horseshit.
I do feel a little bit of hate. I mean, listen, we saw it with Floyd and all these other guys. You got to hate it when a guy has your number and he says it, and he's not being humble. He is telling you, not even, like people say cockiness, confidence. I truly think it's just confidence. It's not even confidence. It's just like, he just believes it.
No, I do too.
I guess you would call that confidence, but like, when you back it up, what is that even called at that? It's just fact. He's just speaking facts.
No, that's what I mean.
I mean, and it's just like, I get it. Like Volk was like, oh, no, I told the UFC, like, do not let him fight Max before me. I want to be the one that takes this guy out, and then he knocks Volk out. And Max is like, this guy thinks, he thinks he's the shit. His shit don't stink, and then he knocks Max out. And then he's like, Charles doesn't stand a chance with me. And then Charles is the most respectful guy in the world. Ilia even said, I did not like fighting him. He's so nice. I would rather fight Paddy Pimblett.
I think Charles was the easiest one of the 3.
And he said this is going to be so easy. And like all those guys are watching, like, come on, Charles. Then you see him get knocked out, and they're like, dude, fuck that guy. I get it. I would hate him too if I were fighting that motherfucker, but it is what it is.
Well, because Max was saying, because I fought Gaethje at 155. Gaethje hits harder than Ilia, and it's like, okay, what did Connor say? Precision beats power, timing beats speed.
I don't think he does either.
Also, like,
and I don't think so either. I think Topuria hits properly too.
Really, because you fought Justin Gaethje and he didn't knock you out, and you fought Ilia Topuria and he knocked you the fuck out.
Yeah, you've never been knocked out before.
I do think the weight cut, I think that was a mistake on Max's part, fighting at 155 and then going to 145 for a guy like Ilia Topuria. That makes your chin a little bit more dwindled. I do think the toughest matchup in that top 5, if you're excluding Islam, is Max Holloway. Is the winner of this fight.
For who?
Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think it's Dan Hooker?
No.
You think it's Charles Oliveira?
Of the 155ers right now?
It's Arman,
Uh-huh.
Charles. I'm excluding Islam, Gaethje, Dustin, Max.
I would probably say it's Arman or Gaethje.
I would think it's Max, and I think Max kicked the living piss out of Justin Gaethje. And here's what I was going to say about a common opponent. How did Gaethje look against Charles Oliveira? Could he knock him out? No, he got finished. Right?
Yep.
How'd Charles Oliveira look against Ilia Topuria? Did he?
Right.
Charles Oliveira's just being humble and honest. He said, he's like, I usually got guys that put me down. Gaethje put me down, he hits hard. Dustin put me down, he hits hard. Chandler put me down, he hits hard. That guy put me fucking out. I've never experienced that in my life.
Those guys had to do ground and pound and go in Charles's guard. Or Charles was still like, okay, we'll grapple now. When it was Connor, Aldo, like
he was out before he hit the ground.
Yeah.
And he hit him with a left just for good measure.
Yeah.
That brings up a more interesting topic than all that. Before we get into the next one, is the Islam fight. Dana said recently, if Islam beats you ADM, you have that super fight. Is that at welterweight or is that at lightweight? Because I think if it's at lightweight, you're going to run into the same Max Ilia problem where Islam's going to regret going up to 170, then coming back down to 155. Now that Ilia's got his footing, Ilia's only going to get better at 155. You want to be one of the first guys to fight him. You don't want to be the 4th, 5th guy where he's really, Dustin, Charles, all these guys said they didn't feel like 155ers until they had 3-4 fights at 155.
Oh, I don't think this is slowing down whatsoever. I think
But I think Ilia will make a mistake if Islam gets his footing at 170, gets the belt, and then Ilia goes up, I think he might bite off a bit more than he can chew there. I
Yeah,
love his
but
confidence.
going up to 170 and losing to Islam won't be like, see, this guy's a fraud.
No.
It's like, no. I mean,
Islam's a 170er to me. I think Islam is a 165er if they would fucking finally create that division. I saw someone say this is the perfect time to move 170 to 175 and create 165, and the what's the word I'm looking for? The inaugural 165 belt is Ilia versus Islam.
Yeah. I think Dana's way
If
He's not
Islam
doing
beats
that.
JDM. But that's just, that's what
a
I
whole
think is
nother thing.
perfect.
Yeah, JDM wins, then it doesn't matter.
And JDM
And Ilia takes over the pound for pound number 1, by the way.
good against Bilal. Craig Jones is his BJJ coach.
I know Ray and all, they hate the younger, taller, longer, but this is the first guy that
You've ruined it.
This is the first guy that Islam has fought in his career that is younger, taller, and longer than him. Islam is a weight bully at 155. Not that it is his fault, because 170 puts him in an awkward kind of weight, because it's like, you're not the biggest guy at 170. Shavkat's bigger than you. Gary's bigger than you. These guys are all taller, bigger, maybe longer.
Pause.
But, like, you're too big for 155. 165 would be perfect for him. Now JDM, it's like, this guy's your size. He's a little tiny bit longer, a little tiny bit taller, and a little tiny bit heavier. Well, so that'll be an interesting fight, but we're not talking about Islam and JDM. We'll come to that